crazy weekend filled with unbelievable games, and obviously we're counting it down to the national championship tonight. Jordan Rodgers is here. We'll X and O that game as we go. But we start with another miracle at the Midway, another unbelievable finish in Chicago. The Bears and the Rams at frozen Soldier Field. It was Caleb, it was Stafford. It was a startling defensive battle for much of the night, and we pick it up in the fourth quarter, tied at 10. Kyren Williams scoring the second of his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, one of the stars for the Rams offense, finally just committed to running the football late in that game. Outstanding outside zone touchdown run.
Meanwhile, next Bears drive, Ewood. How many quarterbacks in the NFL would make this play Caleb makes?
Let's see. One, maybe a healthy Lamar, maybe. But, I mean, this was just a phenomenal play to get out. And he had a spy on him, Rex, and still got free.
Beat the critical first down. But then on a 3rd and goal from the 2, DeAndre Swift stuffed, crushed.
Right there, like shit the messes. I tell you what, this Rams defense on short yardage situations came up big.
So the Bears going for it on 4th down as they did all night, Dan.
Yeah, this is an outstanding job in zone coverage. But if you watch DJ Moore, watch number 2. He's open. Space is sitting right there. Really good job playing with vision. Regretful throw and decision by Caleb Williams.
So now the Rams can run out the clock and win the game, but instead
Sean McVay gets lucky here, Greeny. This is a bad play call, man.
Yep.
Very conservative on 3rd and 10. They punt it back to the Bears, and we know what Caleb does with that magic at the end. Who does he like to go to in the middle of the field?
Holston Loveland. This is really good zone. He moves that underneath defender. There's momentum going for this offense. Great throw, 3rd down. He just overshoots DJ Moore. Ball comes off his hand instead of giving his guy a chance to make a catch.
And so then here it comes, 4th and 4, 27 seconds left. The play we would have talked about forever, Mike Tirico.
Command in motion. Williams drifting. Sprinting for space, in all kinds of trouble, put it up for grabs to the end zone. He got it! For the touchdown! They've done it again! Unbelievable!
Schefter.
51.2 yards in the air. The completion probability, according to Next Gen Stats, is 17.8%. The time to throw is 5.86 seconds. His quarterback mile per hour at throw is 7.98. His scramble distance was 21.3 yards. There are the numbers. An unbelievable play. And they didn't go for 2. Rex, they didn't go for 2. That's the point.
Schefter couldn't believe it. Rex couldn't believe it. They tie it, and so 60 minutes insufficient to settle the issue. Rams would punt. Any score wins for the Bears. Dan.
Yeah, this is miscommunication between quarterback and wide receiver. You can see that Caleb Williams is trying to flatten the receiver. Receiver DJ Moore goes high. It's a phenomenal break on the football and catch by Cam Curl and a massive turn of events in the game.
We're going to show you exactly why it happened in just a moment here. But what it means is the Rams get it back and any score wins. How about this play on the sideline by Devontae?
Yeah, no look, obviously out of Stafford. Just the guts to make this throw. And then Devontae just hand strength, ball crosses his eyes and to drag his feet. Awesome.
Some of these
Here's
throws
the game.
crazy.
This is a 3rd and 6.
Puka.
And it's Puka Nacua, old reliable, 16 yards. And it sets up Harrison Mevis from 42 yards away to kick the Rams into the NFC Championship game in Seattle and kick the Bears out of one of the magic carpet ride seasons that you will ever see. The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat, an unbelievable game in Chicago. And one way to look at it, Stafford and McVay continue to be clutch. Stafford, 55 career game-winning drives in the 4th quarter overtime, most in the league while he's been there. Sean McVay, 3rd walk-off playoff win, most in the league since he's been there. Here's McVay after the game.
I'm just really proud of this football team and the resolve. It's served us well. I think we've needed that in each of the last 2 games, and we'll have to be better if we expect to be able to, come away with the result we want against a special football team next week.
In these moments, you feel that you let your team down, or you feel that you this or that, and it's a good lesson learned for us. First time been in a situation for me and for us as a team, and I'm excited for what's to come.
In a million different directions that we can take this, and we've got the right people and the right amount of time to do it. Let's start with this. Rex Ryan, you're a coach a long time. You were a defensive-minded coach in your soul. Do you think that Ben Johnson should have gone for 2 after the miracle touchdown in the final seconds from Caleb?
100%. he should have gone for 2. Why? You had all the momentum in the world. You just took the air out of the balloon of the Rams with this once-in-a-million type play right there. I've watched football for 50 years. I've never seen anything like this. Never. You got all the momentum. That defense is completely on their heels. They're gashed. They're sitting there like, what the hell are we doing? Go for it. The guy's the most aggressive guy of all time. He under the Dan Campbell tree. He went for it on 4th down a million times in this game. Are you kidding me? Go win the damn thing. All right, but it does speak volumes when he all of a sudden changes mode. Like, I believe in your defense more than you do your offense. Are you kidding me? All season that defense stinks. I get it. They played well in one game. No way in hell. He made a huge mistake there. He's going to sit back and dread not going for 2 the rest of his life.
It's interesting because it does seem so contrary to the way he coached the rest of the game. How many field goals did they leave on the field by going for it on 4th down?
Yeah, 3 different opportunities to kick field goals, and they went for it on 3rd and shorts and 4th and shorts and got stuffed. But I agree with the aggression. That's kind of who they've been for the great majority of the year. That was an offense for the Rams that you felt like was going to score a lot against your team defensively. Weather, I think, held that in check a little bit. But for him to be so aggressive throughout the game, that play to happen through the first 59 minutes and then not to go for 2, I was very surprised. The Bears lose the game because situational football, because they weren't able to execute on 3rd and 4th downs. I actually thought they were hesitant on those downs, and the Rams were overly aggressive. The Rams met aggression with aggression, and that's why they made those plays.
Okay, one last take, D-Wood, on that.
Yeah, listen, I agree with all that. You know, the thing that surprised me as well is, like, they didn't involve the quarterback run game in part of that. Like, you have this athletic monster at the quarterback position, Caleb Williams. Like, you didn't even present that as part of an option in those 3rd and 4th downs, which is kind of surprising. Like, that really stood out to me in those missed opportunities.
And Schefter, you started this conversation on the highlight. You screamed,
well,
I can't believe you didn't go for the 2.
That play, if it weren't for the interception, if it weren't for the loss, we would be talking about that play for years to come. And you still will remember it.
Yeah.
But it happened in a loss now. So it takes away, it deflates some of the excitement surrounding one of the great plays that we've seen in the postseason. And Caleb Williams has had so many highlight reel throws, so many highlight reel runs. This may have been the best throw that he's made that we've seen. And again, it would have been historic if they had won the game.
Okay, so you're waking up in Chicago this morning in particular, and your heart is broken, and you're saying, did my quarterback give the game away with an interception in the overtime? And the answer to that question is no. And let's break down exactly what happens on that play.
There's a rule, passing game-wise, that as a receiver, you always protect the throw. We always want to be on the same page, quarterback and wide receiver. We got to see the same thing at the same time. This is happening in a fraction of a second. This is a good play call to attack the coverage that the Rams are kind of in. You're going to get Caleb Williams getting man coverage kind of towards the bottom of our screen, and his eyes are going to start there, okay? This is man coverage. Now, there's bottom right corner, there's a ton of space that you want to go attack. So here comes this crosser by DJ Moore. One, Caleb Williams has to see that deep defender in the middle of the field. He thinks Caleb or DJ Moore is going to flatten it, come towards the bottom of the screen, almost back to the line of scrimmage. DJ thinks he's going to go up the field with the throw, and that's how Cam Curl kind of steps in front of that throw. So right there when Caleb's pulling that trigger, he thinks that DJ is going to continue to come flat towards the right side of our screen, and DJ thinks that the quarterback is going to throw him upfield. That's seeing it differently at the same time. That's miscommunication.
Yeah, and the great thing is, this is actually taught by the defense.
Yeah.
You're showing single high, but this is a trap. This is a trap. I used to do it all the time with Ed Reed. He had like 20 picks on this. You grab, we call this a speedo. You grab it from passing strength, which is what they do. The corner actually trades responsibility with the safety. He drives the speedo. He's cutting it up. You know who never made a mistake here? The safety. The safety's got to, you try to get in front of that receiver. A phenomenal play by the safety, the young man.
Cam Curl.
Oh, my goodness, what a play. And it was Ed Reedish on this. But this is taught.
Yeah.
They put a trap on against a young quarterback playing single high right here, and it was executed to perfection by this defense.
The worst thing that should happen on that play for the Bears is an incompletion off a pass breakup. You want DJ Moore to do everything in his power to be in between that deep safety who gets that pick and the football. Now, it's very easy for all of us to sit here and we can rewind and slow it down and slow it down. I think that DJ thinks the safety's going deep in the moment and then peeks back to Caleb. And as he peeks back to Caleb, the safety Cam Curl drives that over. This is just miscommunication. We call it triple B. Bad break, bro. It sucks for the Bears that it happened in that moment.
D. Wood, you're an offensive player. You've seen it a million times. That's a Dunze who's going up the middle, there deep, and maybe they're assuming the safety is going to go with him. Rex is saying that's exactly what they want the quarterback to think, and then he's breaking off on it. Final word on the Bears offense.
Yeah, listen, I would say we've seen the flair for the spectacular from Caleb Williams all season long. That's why the Chicago Bears has been in this situation. But if Caleb wants to ascend to the next level, he needs to be able to bat more singles. If you want to be an elite player at the quarterback position, we know you could do the special things. That's why you were the number one pick. But you have to consistently bat singles, get on base. That's what's going to take his game to the next level.
Simple to go special.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think there's so much stuff that they can build on from this season. It's a heartbreaking way for it to end. I live with a bunch of them, so I know how they all feel this morning. But